Hey everyone, my name is Johnny and I'm a drummer and musician currently living in Toronto, Canada. And the date is May 7th, 2021. It's a Friday. And the reason I'm saying the date is that I kind of want to document this a little more in a vlog style because I'm forcing myself today to start a little project that I've been wanting to do for the last 2 years. And it's essentially, it's a short little documentary, or it could be long. I don't know. Depends how far I can take it. But it's an idea for a little documentary that I want to do. And I've kind of been putting it off due to a lot of uncertainty, a lot of nervousness and things like that. And I figured I could use this YouTube channel to kind of document this whole process and kind of hopefully overcoming some of the fear and anxiety I have in doing different steps of this documentary, different hurdles and things like that I'm gonna have to overcome. And yeah, it just kind of makes me nervous, you know, as I'm sure it does many people, but I'm gonna force myself to do it. The idea is essentially tied into the city of Mississauga, which is where I grew up, right next to Toronto. And there was a very famous rock and roller named Ronnie Hawkins, who is from the United States, but had his whole career in Canada and lives in Canada. And he essentially had a house in Mississauga. And there was a whole number of guests. He was tied to the whole rock and roll scene. And he formed the band, if you know the band. And they pretty much were formed in Toronto, and he brought rock and roll to Toronto and to Canada in general. Anyways, he had two very special guests stay at his home in Mississauga in the late 1960s, and those two people were John Lennon and Yoko Ono. And I've come to know Ronnie Hawkins and his wife Wanda through my band, the Dreamboats, and I want to do a short little documentary telling the story firsthand from them of how John and Yoko came to stay at their place for 2 weeks back in 1969. And over the last year, I have done a lot of research, and I've kind of had this research sitting here, and I've reached out to different people already, but COVID hit and it was hard to just hit go. I just kind of got nervous. I knew that there would have to be a few phone calls that would have to be made, one of which to Ronnie and Wanda Hawkins, and a few other phone calls to other people to see if they would be into getting interviewed by me. So I'm just documenting this right now. I'm going to be making my first call to Wanda and Ronnie Hawkins today. And they know me, they know my band, but I don't know, it's always a little nerve-wracking reaching out to someone and asking them to do something like this, to do an interview. You know, I don't know how they feel about the story about John and Yoko staying at their house. I don't know if they want to share that with people more, even though they've done it publicly. You know, so it's just all about asking people. And yeah, I'm excited, I'm nervous, but we're going to see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Calling Wanda and Ronnie. Hey there, is this Wanda? Hey Wanda, it's Johnny, the drummer from the Dreamboats. How you doing? Hey, not too bad. How have you guys been? Yeah, hanging in. I know it's been a while since we've touched base, and but you guys keeping well? I guess just kind of hanging out these days at the house. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I wanted to ask you a question. Pretty much, I'm going to be doing a video telling the story of John and Yoko's stay in Streetsville, which obviously was at your house when you guys lived there. And I kind of found it crazy that like not a lot of young people knew about that. I remember you guys were telling me the story. Wanda, that's the, you guys are so great. I really appreciate the support. Okay, Wanda, thank you so much. You're the best. I really appreciate your time. Please say hi to Ronnie and the family, and we'll be in touch in a few days. Thank you. You're the best, Wanda. Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah. Okay, that was great. And then after that, I'm gonna reach out to a Mississauga counselor who left a comment on a YouTube video and has a story about John and Yoko in Mississauga. So I'm gonna reach out to him as well. Ringing. Hi there. Is it possible? I don't know if this is the right number. Is it possible to speak with? I wanted to ask him a few questions. He had left some kind of comment on a YouTube video a while ago about John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Okay, so I'm gonna email him. Maybe it's because of COVID, maybe it's because of the lockdown. I'm just overthinking everything after I made these calls. I'm just thinking like, whoa, should I even be going to meet these people, during this COVID thing? Is that even right? Am I asking too much? What did they think of me? Did they think... It's crazy. It's crazy how much your mind can wander. But yeah, I'm just going to try trucking through all of those feelings and keep going and try and make this happen, because these are the hardest steps right now. As I go through this process, this video is going to be a bit of a testament and force me to continue doing this documentary and follow through with this goal that I've had. And I am excited and very nervous, and I'm just going to be pretty candid with all of this and hopefully take you all along for a bit of the ride. And then when this is all done, I will have some kind of documentation of the whole process, which, maybe I can release in something separately as well. Also, I'm gonna try and tie it in to the NFT world in a certain way as well. By me being the director, I guess I'm kind of calling all the shots. So I guess that makes me a little nervous, because there's no one to blame other than yourself. So this is my testament to me wanting to do this documentary. I'm gonna do videos along the way. I'm gonna take you along with me and be pretty vulnerable in certain scenarios. And yeah, I hope you can follow along. I'm still gonna be posting other videos as well about NFTs, about just different things in my life, but I will have a subsection of this whole process going on, and I hope you enjoy. If you've done any kind of videos or documentaries or know anyone I could reach out to in this regard, please let me know. Please comment below. Other than that, thank you for your support in advance, and let's see how this goes.